Could everybody sing a D? So let's try and keep the tension of the D through the whole of the journey, okay? And see how it feels. So sing a G, sing a D, sing a D, sing. This is nice, yeah? Because there's one constant thing. Now, examine the feeling of when we get to, yeah? I want everyone to sing a D. So, sing a D. And when I give the cue, I want you to go up a semitone, okay? But just wait a second. Now up a semitone. That's nice. And now go up another semitone. And up another one. And up another one. That's nice. Yeah? So see the feeling of this? Chromatic voice feeling is so lovely. Yeah? But if I go, there's tension here. And then when I release it, it's like, oh, you know? Whereas if I just did all the chords like this, then you wouldn't have that feeling. So it's all about, for me, harmony is all about the way things feel. And it's just so important to get it right, because as a harmonist, you know, as the arranger, as the singer, or as the instrumentalist, playing a melody, you have a sort of right to the audience. You are obliged to take them on a journey and sort of tell them a story. So if you can keep something the same for long enough, then when you release it, it's really exciting. You know, if I told you a story and I said, once there was a little boy who lived in a town, but then the town burned down. You know, it's like, okay, great. You know, but if I tell you a story and say, oh, once there was a young boy who lived in a town, and this town meant everything to him. You know, he grew up in the town. His mother lived in the town, his father lived in the town, and all of his friends around the neighbourhood often came to play with him in the town. And there was one part of the town, his favourite part, which was the park. And every Sunday morning he'd go to the park and he'd play with the ball and play with his friends in the ball. And one morning he went to the park, a day like any other, and he found that the park was gone. It's like, now it's interesting, right? Because you're invested in the character. You think, oh, I know this person a bit more. So it's important with harmony to, you know, set an expectation and then to defy the expectation. This is some of the most magical parts of music for me, is when you say, okay, I'm going to go here, and then you go somewhere else, because that's what makes all the best stories, right? Is this idea of a narrative and being considerate when you tell the story, and taking your time to say a part of the story and then take that listener on a journey. And the wonderful thing about harmony is that you don't have to say it in words. You can just feel it, you know? So I don't have to say, you know, there was a boy, I don't have to sing about that. I can just, all I need to do is have the boy E flat, right? Yeah. And I can tell the same story. flat sus, yeah? Where would D flat sus want to go? Any ideas? F sharp, or I'd say D, maybe a G flat. So then there's an expectation, yeah, to go there. And so with that expectation, maybe I can define that a bit. So your ear goes, yeah. That's nice, yeah. So all these different ways of arriving in places is so important to get to know them. And the way I learned about harmony was just literally by exploring it. You know, I listened to everything I could find, and I used my imagination that loved stories and loved people and loved things and loved textures and all these kinds of things. And it was the same. It's the same mind that I use for harmony. You know, there's no difference. It's not like, oh well, harmony. I go to school and I learn about harmony in a book. And then now I know how to do harmony, because if someone goes, it's like, oh, okay, I know about this, like the language, and I can play that over the chord changes. For me, it's the reason why harmony is wonderful is because there's so much detail, you know, in all of the little details.